Hi, and welcome to this tutorial which will show you how to use a website called ThingLink. ThingLink allows you to create interactive images, either from images you've got on your hard drive or images on the web, and make them interactive by adding hotspots and pop-ups and things to those images, so that when people hover and click over them, they come up with information, take you to different links and things. So what I'm going to do is show you how to get going and use ThingLink. First thing you need to have done is created your own account with them, and you need an email address to do that. And then this is what I've got at the moment. I've only got one example that I've got on here, and I'll just show you what that one does. If I load my little example that I've got here, this is an evaluation I've got for a spreadsheet activity, and you can see there's a screenshot of my spreadsheet, and if I hover over the little buttons there, I've added some little annotation that shows what each of those parts of the image represent. So it's very easy to use, and we're going to have a go at creating a little ThingLink of our own, and I'm going to show you how to make it interactive. Okay, so what I've done is I've clicked the create button up here, and it gives me an option. I can either choose images, or I can drag and drop them on here. So that means if I've got an image saved that I want to use, like I did with my screenshot, or I can pull an image from Facebook or Flickr, which I'm not going to do, or use an image from the web, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to click the web option there, and what it should come up with in a minute is the option to enter the URL. So I've already got an image prepared there, so just paste that in. Notice that's not just the web address for the whole site, it's specifically the URL for the image. And I'll just click tag this image, and then what should happen is that the image will appear, and then we can start to add our tags to it, or the little bits that are interactive. So here we are. You can see this is a shot of the Beatles crossing Abbey Road, which is a very famous photograph, and I can start to add tags to that image. So the first thing I might want to do is to give people an idea who the different people on the photograph are, because not everybody's as old as me and knows who the Beatles are. So I might put my first tag here next to George Harrison's head, and I can put, notice it gives me an option, I can put a link in or a description, and I'm just going to put, for the moment, George Harrison, and then save that. What I can also do is I can give that a different icon, so I might give him, it's like a red on there, and then save that. And then if I click save there, what I've then got, this shows you so far what I've got. Here's my image, and if I hover over it, George Harrison. Okay, so what I can do at this point, if I wanted to, I could share it with other people. I'm not ready to do that yet. Look at the stats of how many people have seen it. Oh, I could delete it. I haven't finished making it, so I'm going to go back into edit, and I'm going to add some more tags to the image so that it becomes a little bit more useful. So I'm going to add one here above Paul McCartney now, so the same thing, just draw a little box here, change the icon. I think I'm going to change it to blue this time, and I'm going to write Paul McCartney there, and then save that. Okay, so what I can easily do is I can just keep adding little tags to my image each time to give the information about that part of the image that's relevant. So what we're going to do is we're going to look and see if we can add some other things to that and make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so what I've done is I've added, as you can see, a couple more links. So each one of the Beatles has got a link above their head telling you who they are, but it'd be a bit more interesting if we could put some other kind of content other than written content on there. So for instance, what I'm going to add now, a link. So I'm going to add just at the bottom here where they're on the crossing, and I've already got a link on my clipboard which takes you to the Abbey Road crossing. This is a very famous spot in London because of the Beatles, and they've actually got a webcam there. So I'm going to put a link there, and I'm going to put a little description because of the Beatles, Abbey Road crossing is world famous. And then I'm going to choose to go. I can choose again what I have for that. I'm going to put that. I'm going to use that little information on there, that I for information. So I'm going to click that because I think that's quite a good one. And then I'm going to save that. And let's see what that one does. So if I click save, again, we just have to wait for the site to reload. The internet's being a little bit slow today on the day that I'm doing this. And there's the tag appeared at the bottom. And there you go. When I hover over it, it provides a link. And if I click on the link, there we go. It will take me to the Abbey Road Crossing website, which we won't. It's going to load a stream, so we won't bother watching that because you can see what it actually does. So it gives us the opportunity to add a little bit more interesting content. Another example, let's put maybe a video clip in there as well. So I'm going to go back to my picture of George over here, and I'm going to add another clip over him here, and I'm going to change the icon to like a play button because it's a piece of music. And then I'm going to write a box, or let's go a description in one of George's most famous songs was Here Comes the Sun, which featured on Abbey Road. And then I'm going to add to that, what I should have done is I've got a YouTube clip set up there. I'm going to go back to that, paste the link to YouTube in, click save, and let's see what that does. Save my ThingLink, wait for it to there it is. So if I hover over here, one of George's most famous songs was Here Comes the Sun, which featured on Abbey Road, and there is the YouTube play button, and I can actually play that clip as well. So you can see that what we've got is a really fantastic tool for making an image come alive and make it interactive and provide people with quite an interesting way of accessing information. And you can use ThingLink to show all sorts of different things. You could use it to annotate a piece of work that you've just done. You could use it to describe, as in this case, what's happening in a photograph. When you've actually finished with your ThingLink, one of the things that you can do is you can share it. So if I click the share button, I can do all sorts of things. I can actually link it, put it on Facebook, tweet it, Google Plus, if you have a Tumblr or Modo, or even share it by email, and that will send somebody a link to it. And what else I can do is actually, if I go into the edit mode again, I'll just show you. If I don't want anybody to see it, I can make it private, so that, which means only the people with a link can view it. So you can keep anything you make completely private, and if you want to, you can allow other people to edit. So if I click that, I could allow other people to work on the same image, so you could work on this with a group of different people. So it's an absolutely fantastic tool for working on with others as well. So I'm just going to save that. And so that is ThingLink. So remember that before you actually do anything on ThingLink, you must have created an account first, which you can do just by with an email address. And if you haven't got a personal one, your teacher will give you a school email address. And if I now just click back on my channel there, what it should take you to is back to my home page, and there's my ThingLink and the two that I've completed. So have a go at creating something of your own. I think it's a really cool way of showing what you know about a topic, and lots of fun to use as well. So good luck using ThingLink.